Hello everyone. Is my chat appearing? Yes it is, okay. Why is my chat so fucking small? No idea if I fixed that. Probably didn't, knowing me. Okay, I really need to fix this. Hold on, I need to fix my chat. I don't know why it's so small. You stream again? Yes. So, obviously I'm doing the stream for a reason. Alright. Just, so what are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about a lot of shit that I just feel like I need to talk about. That I feel like I need to bring up. Alright. Let me make the chat a bit bigger. Now, just so there's gonna be a bit of stuff. We'll start off with the lighthearted stuff. First of all, I'm going to be going on a trip next week, as most people know. So I'm going to be not really streaming for that time period next week. That is one quick thing, but we also need to talk about a bit of other stuff. I don't know how to like guide myself into it. I don't know how to get into it. Okay, let's talk about the content that I've been making. Hey Katie, let's talk about the content that I've been making. Let's just talk about it because I feel the need to talk about it so that you guys can, understand. Also, you're echoing. Oh no, man, that's just me. Oh, okay. Okay, I need to stop. I'm like, I keep forcing myself to like hold back. Okay, we're gonna talk about the content that I've been making. Hello, Anna. Thank you guys for the safe trip stuff as well. But we need to talk about the content that I've been making because obviously people don't like it because it is not exactly the most safe for work content. And I've had a few people talk to me about it. I've seen people talking about it on Twitter, even though I don't really use Twitter anymore, but I know that people are talking about it on there. I know that people are talking about it, and I know it's a big discussion in the community right now. But the content I've been making, the suggestive content that I've been making, that lots of people do, well, not lots of people, that some people do not like. I'm going to explain why I make the occasional content I make. So, obviously, I'm a minor, I'm 16, which is also why a lot of people are uncomfortable with some of the content I've been making, especially recently. Also when this, what's it called? I'm also gonna make this, I'm not gonna unlist this live stream. I'm going to keep it up as a video so that anyone who is late can watch it. But might not like your content and everything, it's gonna be one. But with the content, people don't like it because they are worried, because some of the content is suggestive, some of the content is, you know, that kind of shit. And lots of people call me kind of basically stupid for making this kind of content, and you know, shit like that. But I keep getting distracted. So the content is suggestive, and I get that. I get that some people won't like that. I get that people will not really like that. But there is a genuine reason I make the content I make, which most people don't know. I have talked about it on a previous stream, but still people don't know. So people sometimes judge what you upload, just do what you want. That's so people think that the content I make is too suggestive, and I get it. I get that some people won't like the content I make, but I do know my limits. I do know what not to do. I am careful. I'm not doing anything terrible. I am keeping it at the minimalist I can. And the reason that occasionally I make the content I make is not because, oh, I'm bored. Not because, oh, views, oh, this, that, blah, 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 whatever fucking thing people think I make the content for. I make the occasional suggestive content because of genuine personal reasons that I'm not really afraid to say, so I will say. So it's gonna be weird because I'm like kind of forced, like I'm kind of being forced in a way to come out about why I make this content, because people don't like it and people like tell me to be safe, blah blah blah, and I am being safe. I know what I'm doing. But still, I'm still kind of being kind of pushed into a corner, just kind of like, you know, because I was calling out people for making suggestive shit or like not safe for work photos on Twitter, whatever, a while ago, and people are like, oh, well, you're a hypocrite. And I want people to understand that unlike the people, unlike most of the people who make suggestive content, or minors who make suggestive content, blah blah blah, I don't make suggestive content for the thrill, for the idea of teasing, blah blah blah. I make the occasional content that I make because as a child, as a young kid, I was on the internet. You already know where this is going. And I had much shit happen to me. My sex drive is fucked because of all the shit that's happened to me. I have like ups and downs with my drive. I'll have a month where it feels normal. Everything feels fine. And then I'll have another month where I'm questioning if I'm asexual, questioning if I ever want to do that kind of shit, blah blah blah. And that all happened because my development was not exactly the way that people initially, well, not the way people would want it to be. My brain got kind of messed up from all the shit. I was groomed last year. Again, this was last year. This is legitimately December last year. So not even 6 months ago. So I'm still all like messed up from it. And my sex drive has been completely fucked because of all the shit that's happened. Hold on, Katie. I know that you're gonna wanna share your opinion, but just give me a second. The content I make is not for people's amusement, not for people to get off to, not for people to enjoy, not for, well, like obviously like to like somewhat enjoy it, so it's just like watch it, but not for people to like get off, etc etc. I make this content because I need to control my personal sex drive because of the complications it has, because it goes over the top sometimes and it gets way too low sometimes, and I'm trying to keep it at a moderate middle. I have a boyfriend who can help with that stuff. I am getting better at controlling it, and I'm getting it in a moderate state. But the reason I make the content I make is for that reason, because I want to keep it at a moderate spot. I don't go over the top with the content I make. I keep it simple. The most suggestive thing I say in my content is good boy. And you know, the make out shit, whatever fuck. But I max it out at that. I don't go anything more than that. Kissing neck, I don't know if that's more than making out, but I think it's just kind of at the same level. I don't go over the top. I try not to go over the top. I try not to get too sexual, because obviously I'm a minor. And I've blocked words that are weird, like daddy, etc. I've blocked that weird shit. Every time someone does weird shit, I block them instantly. I'm keeping myself safe. I'm keeping my community safe. Or I'm doing the most I can to keep my community safe. That's why I have chat rules. That's why I have mods. That's why I have this, that. But again, I make the suggestive content occasionally because I need to get myself all like I'm like trying to moderate my sex drive. I don't want it to go over the top, so I use that kind of stuff to let off the steam, quote unquote. If I feel very, very low, like this, like sex drive feels very, very low, I try and push it up with that content. I know that most of my fan base is minors. And I make sure I mark that content as 16 plus because I do not want people under the age of 16 watching that kind of shit, because I understand that that is not good. But I mark that shit as 16 plus for obvious reasons. I keep my shit simple, and I just keep it at that. So I just want people to understand that if you do not like the suggestive content, I'm not forcing you to watch it. I'm not forcing you to support me if you do not support that stuff. You could have listened to this, you could have listened to my reasoning and been like, that's not a good reason. If you don't think it's a good reason, again, you don't need to watch me. Just let me do my thing. Let me do my shit. There are some minor VAs who have used some words that I don't think were supposed to be used in audio, nor was suitable for them to use in audio. I keep it at that as well. I don't want to say any words that are really bad. I'm not going to say daddy. I'm not going to say all that shit. I understand that submissive and dominant are weird, but I use those words as also, yes, cozy. You can, as well as KD. You can, if KD's still here, he can write out his opinions as well. But I use the words dominant and submissive as a descriptive word. I don't use it as a sexual word. I don't use it as a way to describe a sexual character. I use the word dominant and submissive as a descriptive word because that's all I see it as. And I understand other people don't see it as that, but that's the only reason I use it. Because with the word dominant and submissive, it just packs everything about that character into one simple word. Like, would I rather describe someone as needy, clingy, protective, jealous? Or get rid of all that, keep it at dominant? Would I rather call someone shy, introvert, blah blah blah? Or would I rather keep it at submissive? I just use those words as a descriptive word, just so everyone knows and everyone understands. When I started making content 10 times, I might as well, obviously, and they started doing it. When I was old and NSFW, when I was old enough, never always seen my content as being targeted at people of my own age, and I think you're completely fine. I try to make sure my content is for people. If like I make a making the things you make now, I keep like the suggestive content. I don't go overboard. I make sure I don't go overboard, obviously. I'm not gonna, yeah, everyone can share their opinions. This isn't a let me rant stream. This is a talk stream. That's the whole reason I made this stream. It's a talk. It's not just me talking. I want to have a genuine conversation with people. And it's like, people don't understand, like, it's just, I don't know. Since the age is specified in every vid. Every single time I make a suggested video, I make sure it's marked as 16 plus. Because, obviously, it's for people 16 plus. And it's like, again, I understand people don't like it, but I'm not forcing you to watch my content. Simple as that. ASMR Smart 16 plus, you could do suggestive but not overboard like you do now when you're 18, 20. If you're 16, 18, you could do suggestive but not overboard like you do now when you're 18, 20. You can make it so that you target, but target it right. It's 16 plus, so I don't go out there complaining it's suggestive as if it's not supposed to. That's just going on. Yeah. Because for my certain country, 16 is the age of consent. So to me, the content I make isn't weird. Because I've grown up knowing or believing that 16 is the age of which you can do that shit. Obviously, I know now that I can't go too crazy with it, but you know, people have different experiences. I don't go overboard, obviously. And I try to make sure everything's good. I try to make sure that I don't go overboard. If like a majority of my fan base is telling me I go overboard, I will make sure and I don't do it again. But it's never happened so far because, again, I don't go overboard. I personally found it nice that there are some people who are 18 plus older make content more on the suggested side, so then people who are around the videos can feel more comfortable listening. Just making the content I make in general, it will be just a lot of circumstances that it would be problematic, and I think it's important to acknowledge. I do acknowledge that, and I do understand that people won't like it, and I do understand people will see it as sexual, and I do understand that people will not enjoy it, and I'm not forcing people to enjoy it. I'm not forcing people to think it's okay, but I'm just making sure people understand that I'm not gonna just stop the content I'm making because I don't use it as a way to just like get views. I don't use it as a way to get off. I don't use it as any of that. I use the content, suggestive content, as a way to moderate my own personal shit, as a way to make everything chill out, as a way to cope. And yeah, that's another thing, but fundamentally about keeping mind isn't sometimes safe for creators get sexualized even though the audience has their minds about you. Yeah. With that, Katie, this is what I was talking about earlier. Certain creators use posting photos of themselves in sexual ways, sexual poses, showing off anything sexual. The only reason they can give is it's to tease the fan base. And they don't acknowledge that most of their fan base is minors, which I think is stupid. With me, I understand people won't like it. And I'm not doing it as a way to tease. I'm not doing it as a way to get views. I am simply doing it for my own personal reasons that I have spoken about way earlier. And that's it. And I'm not forcing anyone to watch my content again. And I mark my content as 16 plus. I'm not forcing anyone to support me. I'm not forcing anyone to watch my content if they don't want to watch that suggestive shit. But I just want to make sure people understand that I am keeping myself safe. And I am not doing it as a way to tease or anything. I'm doing it for my own personal reasons. We don't need to make content as them. You just need to adjust besides you're not doing anything wrong. Like I said, it has to be 16 specification and every country has different rules. The community isn't toxic, but there's always run absolutely ruin it. The ASMR community isn't toxic, but there's definitely a lot of bad apples. It's not even that there's a lot of bad apples. It's just that there's like, I'd say 5 bad apples. Like in total, I'd say like there's probably around, I'm assuming, 5 bad apples. And it's not that those bad apples, like it's not that there's a lot of bad apples. It's that they are the loudest fucking apples and they have the most supporters, which is sad, but all I gotta say is, of course, people are entitled to their reasons for supporting, not supporting, but it's still important to point out a potential problem that could arise from a seemingly inconspicuous situation. Oh, yeah, we had a roll on those bad apples, didn't we? Yeah, there were many bad apples. Those just ruined apples for me. Yeah, and Katie, I like understand the problems that could arise, which is exactly why I've already stepped up and already made sure to do everything I can right now to stop that. That's why I blocked words on my YouTube, like comments, like people cannot comment certain things. That's why I have chat rules. They're not on the screen right now, but you know, just they're there. That's why I block people who do certain shit. I delete comments that are weird, and I just make sure overall that I'm stopping that stuff in the best way I can, because obviously none of the worst stuff has happened to me yet because I've been safe. To be fair, there's no such thing as a pure and non-toxic community. Communities are always bound to have terrible side. Yeah. So just like to go to the Twitter side of the ASMR community. Just don't. The Twitter side of the community is the worst place I've ever fucking been. That's why I don't use Twitter anymore. That's why I don't use it to promote shit. Twitter is genuinely the most disgusting place I've ever fucking seen. Full of the most idiotic people I've ever seen. And I fucking hate it. And I will happily admit to that. I've been getting death threats by other creators, followers, while we are actually friends and they didn't know about it all. So yeah, it's mostly fans. Yeah, they're fucking crazy. And like, I understand with the specific situation that happened a while ago, Cozy, that most people hate me for that. Because I was very mean, and I'll admit to that. I was very mean. And like, Like, legitimately, I was really fucking mean. And I admit to that. And I understand that I could have said stuff nicer about a specific creator. But I'm also not going to say that I don't regret the shit I said. Because I don't. I agree with everything I said about that creator. But I do agree I could have been nicer. And I do understand that I probably shouldn't have did all that shit without asking you, Cozy, if it was okay first. Because obviously I was speaking mostly on your behalf, which wasn't okay, because I obviously shouldn't have stepped in. But I did feel the need to step in, because that creator has been doing shit for a long time. Can't regret starting to be active because it's caused me to be scared to post about a few ASMR artists I like, because I'm a little more known in a certain ASMR server. I'm just scared of being hurt. Yeah. I don't leave open any of the drama. I've told them I don't want to deal or involve with it. It's just confusing. Yeah. It's fucking. It's just, yeah. The community's just. I want people to understand that I'm keeping myself safe. Once mentioned that someone simply made a mistake in a server with him and his fans were talking really badly about them, and then a few people started to say, "What are you done to me?" Yeah, the most people, it's like, it's just, yeah. I just want to let all that off my chest real quick. You voiced your side of it, yeah. I wanted people to understand that but this is something that obviously needs to be talked about, because it's been very, very talked about recently as well. I've since distanced myself from that certain ASMR, and other than I must stick with under the age of 20. That's smart. There's always good and bad things, and there's bad things and good things. Yeah. It's just the content that people don't like, and I want people to understand that I have my genuine reasons for doing this. Is there anything else I really need to talk about? Is there anyone else who wants to give an opinion? Because again, I want it to be like a conversation. I just have a few people who contact me and tell me like, hey, the content you make is bad, stop. And I'm trying to make sure they understand, like, I know that it's not safe. I understand that I'm keeping myself safe. I am, I understand that people don't like it. I understand that. But it's like, I'm not just gonna stop. Because the content I make, again, is not to tease, but as a coping mechanism. That's the whole entire reason I even started the content I make in the first place. It is genuinely just a coping mechanism. You know, there are people in this community who first open up to what they do and blatantly say things like I haven't done anything wrong. That shit pisses me off. Like, I understand that people won't like the content I make. And, I'm not going to say that I haven't done anything wrong because I know that people won't like it. And I understand that people have their certain opinions on it. But, my cousin was about to make a YG channel that makes what it is, but I stopped him because I don't want to get out of phone call because being a kid is not as hard. Yeah, it is. I don't like how people normalize ignoring other people's concerns. Like, it's important that people do come to you for a reason. Some concerns are absurd, of course, but it's important to listen to. Yeah. And people have just been like, and see where people are genuinely come from. Yeah. Like, when I started making the content I make, like the occasional suggestive shit, I knew what I was getting into, and I understood that people wouldn't like it. But that's exactly why I just was like, I have been saying it to people in private for a long time. I'm like, I don't make this content for this. I make this content as a coping mechanism. Understand that. If you don't like the content I make, you do not need to watch it. As simple as that. And I'm not gonna stop just making the content I make. But of course people still don't understand that. And I wish they would, but they don't. A lot of minor VAs get sexualized in so many ways, and it's honestly just shit disgusting. It is. And I do not support sexualization of minors. In any way. I do not want people to like sexualize me. I don't want people to call me daddy. I don't want people to do any of that, because again, the content I make isn't that suggestive. I talk about making out. That is the limit I go to. And people wouldn't, like, I do not support sexualization of minors. And I had someone like straight up come into my chat way earlier, like in a past stream, and they straight up just said to me like, oh, why do you make this kind of content if you don't want to be sexualized, and then complain about being sexualized, blah blah blah. And that shit pisses me off, because you don't know the full story. Which is why I'm on here now, to tell the full story. I make the content as a coping mechanism. Blank as that. If you don't like it, don't support it. I'm not forcing you to watch it. I understand where you're coming from. I understand you don't like it. But I'm doing my own thing. Simple. People could understand and just simply disagree, and I guess that's okay. Some people just have fundamentally different beliefs. And I get, it's like, I get that. I get that people will disagree with the content I make. I'm not forcing them to agree with it. But people need to understand that I'm not going to just stop the content I make, because again, I see this as a coping mechanism, not as, oh, I'm horny, I'm bored, let's just make this kind of content. No. I do it because cope. It's just my coping mechanism. Is what I do. And I don't want people, again, it's like, I do also not, that person who said that to you about your content also won after Best Boyfriend ASMR in his stream about how he interacts with Haven, then felt the need to talk about some random document. Yeah, it's like, with, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. So, that, well, at least you label your content appropriately. The least you can do is give me a second. Yeah. And I'm gonna talk about that document, Katie. But the document that's been going around with the you want exposing, but like, just the stuff about keeping minors safe and stuff. I do support the idea of keeping minors safe in adult communities, especially like if the creators are adults. You like need to keep the minors safe, especially when they're posting shit that most people post, older VAs post. But the way that some people go about supporting that document, I don't support. Because some people are very rude about it. And it's like, I do support the cause. I do support keeping minors safe in a environment that is full of adults, especially when the adults are the creators. But I also don't want to support a message or a thing that has hatred. That document has a disclaimer to not use it to slander creators. Anyone who uses it, otherwise I don't accept it. Yeah, and I do get that. But it's just what's gonna happen. Either way, people are gonna use it as a way to attack creators. Which is why I just choose to kind of just be in my own lane. And if you are a person who goes around, honestly, an unfortunate circumstance, but facts are going to be used in vile ways, and we've done our part to mitigate that, yeah. But if you're a person who is like, you will not like call out creators or stuff just because they're a creator and they're your favorite creator, so you decide to ignore what happens, then I don't support that. Like, if I do something bad in the future, I want my community to not like just be like, oh, it's okay because we support you. No, I want to genuinely be called out for that if I do something bad. But there's certain creators who have certain communities that literally are the most toxic place I've ever seen, and it's just full of people who are like, they choose to ignore that their creator has done bad shit, including the shit that they have cancelled other creators for, and that pisses me off. And I want you guys to not end up like that community, and I want you guys to be able to call me out when I do something bad. Like, if you call out a creator for a specific thing and I do the same thing, I don't want you to blindly support it just because it's me doing it. I want you to call me out on it. But yeah, that's honestly the reason I deleted Twitter, because it's just full of toxic people. It's a shit place. I'm ashamed to say I was one of those people who ignored what a certain ASMRtist was doing. I was blinded by the things he said in the server, and he guilt tripped people into feeling. Yeah, it was fucking disgusting. And yeah, it's genuinely weird what that creator said to defend himself. Like, if you tweet out sexual shit, whatever, and someone calls you out on it, if your only excuse for that is, oh, well, these way bigger creators with millions and millions of followers, like this, like, these people with millions and millions of followers do the same thing, therefore it's okay. No. Like, no. That's like me saying, oh, well, there's certain people who simp for Ted Bundy, even though he's a fucking serial killer. Does that mean it's okay because people simp for him and people defend him? No. It doesn't make doing what he did okay. Like, just because that popular person, like, if there is a famous person who does something, like writes sexual shit, that doesn't mean just saying sexual shit in general is okay. And I hated that he described himself as the biggest creators like in the world basically right now. That shit is so weird. You are not on that level. Get yourself down a notch. ASMR creators, not Corpse Husband or Ariana Grande. We want to make sure this community is safe and that there is no sexual shipping said to minors. But of course, there's still the creators who do that and support it. But just keep them in their own little circle and throw that circle away. Because that's just what I'm doing. Feels more like a cult rather than for fans to get along and chat, and I'm sadly just not realizing it is. Like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. After some certain drama that happened a while ago, me, being the little snoop I was, created a separate Discord account and logged onto this certain ASMR artist's Discord, where he was doing a live stream talking about drama. I log on. I see people talking about me. I'm like, okay. They point out one of my tweets where I was saying that I did not like this certain creator because he made another creator cry. What was weird about that community, and what made me realize how fucked up that community is the fact that every single one of them who saw that tweet, when the people sent the link to that tweet, when they saw that tweet, they said like, okay, but why did I laugh? No, because why is this funny? You're laughing at the fact that your favorite creator made another creator cry? You're weird. You are very, very weird. And I do not support people who think like that. If you believe that slandering or doing some shit like that to someone to the point where they cry, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Making people cry isn't something to be fucking proud of. You fucking weirdo. They like knowing that the little girls will click, and they have literal YouTubers encouraging them to hate on others. It's fucking annoying. And I hate that creator has even a fucking platform. It's stupid. That, like, I know I shouldn't say that, but genuinely, it, like, I don't get it. I remember one of them saying, I'll say it, your voice wasn't ASMR worthy. Runs crying and sobbing. And said ASMR artists let them spam the same tweet in the server. This ASMR artist is so fucking dumb. Something I realized is that one guy let his fans push not only his boundaries but also other creators' boundaries just to get a laugh out of his followers. Yep. It's like that community is just like, oh my god, we love this creator, we support this creator to the end, I'll die for them. And it's weird. And they don't realize that every single other creator and every single community looks at that community and is like, you guys are fucking dumb and I hate you all. They don't realize that, like, I'm gonna be honest. Why do you guys think that there is around 3 specific creators who use Twitter daily and are active on it daily? Why do you think there is only 3 specific creators? And why do you think those 3 specific creators are friends? Because they have all the simps on them, and they know that they have all the simps on them. They know they have power, and they use it in a bad way, which pisses me off. Hello, Zach. Who are you talking about? Certain content creators. I don't want to say names because I don't exactly want to start too much drama. But yeah. There might be a spy like and tell them what you said. I don't care if people are spying on me. If one of his supporters are watching, hi, fuck you. Simple as that. That's wrong, that's really wrong, mate. You should be proud of that. You literally made someone cry. If some creator do that. It was originally 4, maybe even 5. They weeded one of them out recently. Yep. And that creator who they weeded out now realizes how toxic that community is too. Which is even fucking hilarious. Even more funnier. I feel horrible now looking back at everything and realize all the horrible things I've said about people who are just expressing how they feel about everything. That's why I said sorry. Yeah. And you know, at least you realize that. Most people in this fan base don't realize that. They're too blinded and too mind controlled to realize that. And that creator doesn't own up to any of that shit. He uses any excuse in the book he can. And quite frankly, I just don't give a fuck about him. I don't give a fuck about the creator. I care about the community and how toxic his community is, and the fact that he's supporting his community doing that. At least you now realized it and finally learned a lesson about it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. While I was doing that little Snoopy shit, I swear to God, when they started calling out the tweet where he was, you know, talking about how he was, how I said I don't like this creator because he made the certain creator cry. People were like saying like, oh, why did I laugh? Why was that funny? Blah, blah, blah. And I swear to fuck, the creator laughed about it as well. But that could have been me hearing shit. I don't know. But I swear I fucking heard it. I heard how is that content creator adult? Yes. Which makes it even weirder because I'm a 16-year-old who is more fucking mature than he is. Jesus Christ. I heard he was complaining about people mentioning the drama right after he brought it up himself. Yeah. The whole Twitter community is just full of idiots. They have their little friend group. It's funny because I heard that he apologized to the creator he made cry. If they had a laugh out of it, then that apology is void. His apology? From what I've seen, this creator, okay, you know, I'm gonna pause the music just so I can like actually genuinely concentrate. This creator, was a private apology. Well, from what I've seen a screenshot. This creator said in the DMs something about, I need to fucking find it. He straight up said he got to get his fans on his private affairs. No, Katie, this was sent to me by the other creator who cried because we were talking and he didn't know what to do. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of stuff, but this creator who made the other creator cry, in his apology, he said, even if this was still public, even if this was still public, most of the support would have fallen onto me anyway. That statement makes me sick because that creator understands that he has a shit ton of simps on him. And he just uses it to his advantage. He uses it as a threat. There's no way that thing he said wasn't a threat. Like, well, all the support will fall onto me anyway. What does that mean? He's not saying that to say, he's saying that as a threat. He's using it as a threat. Like, well, all the support will fall onto me anyway, so you may as well not speak about it. Like, fuck off. There's no other motive in him saying that. It was an assertion part. That's all it was. He wanted to make sure this other creator knew. And it pisses me off. His fan base. Don't even get me fucking started on them. But it pisses me off that people even... Is it okay to stand up for someone? It's okay to stand... It's okay to stand up to someone, but the amount of personal shit I had to go through with him and his fan base. It's genuinely the most toxic fan base I've ever fucking seen. If there was one way to describe his fan base, it's just the Dream SMP fan base, but of the ASMR community. Genuinely, that's the best way to describe this creator and his fan base. It's the Dream SMP fan base of the ASMR community. Everyone knows that they're stupid. And everyone knows, like, you guys are fucking dumb. But the simps stay in their little circle and are like, oh my god, I love you so much, blah 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 blah. And yeah. I literally have a block list full of people. And the names of the accounts on there, just, it's, ugh. I don't think I could ever admit to him or any of his fans that I was the one who told what he had said, because I know I will get that and attacked. Wait, what did he say? He and his fan base completely delegitimize the concerns people have with him, his behavior, and his content. They only survived this song because of that echo chamber. There's like a tier of Sims in the Dream SMP. It's like the second or the first or something. No, he's not Princess. They're so blind, it's just disgusting. And his Twitter page is so self-absurd, like self-absorbed. He's such a cocky fuck, it pisses me off. What did he even say? Some people think it was taken out of context or some stuff. Oh, how I sleep knowing I don't have same. I'm glad I deleted Twitter. The place is a fucking hellhole. I wouldn't even doubt if someone could get to in this server. Yeah, that thing that may. Yeah. It's just an echo champ. Why come from you when you don't have as strong of a fan base? That's what I mean. He's so fucking disgusting. Like, let's not talk about the fact that that other creator who we made cry has what? How many more supporters than him? Like, okay, first of all, I don't know who you think you are, but you ain't that fucking guy. He's not even that big. His content, how many views does this fucking video get? Dude's content doesn't even, like, I don't know who he thinks he is. His content gets like the same amount of views my shit gets. He had, like, just has the few occasional, like, he just has the occasional video that gets over 100k. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, but you were not as special as you think you are. Sorry to say. Especially compared to Cozy. Holy shit. You don't have a big enough fan base. Fuck off, bro. Who are you? He just has like 10 people who are loud enough to make him think that he has enough supporters. No. Why does a normal channel have such a big... I don't know. Look at the text on his latest thumbnail. This creator has been called out for tweeting sexual shit in his minor fan base and shit. The latest text on his thing, that, by the way, is not marked as NSFW or 18 plus or anything. The text on it is, your lips are mine to kiss and your body is mine to touch. All of you is mine. Like, what? At least mark it as 16 plus. Jesus Christ. Let's play until you can't think straight. What the fuck? Not marked as 18 plus. Not marked as 16 plus. It's not, he literally serves suggestive content to minors and it's normal to him. Yeah, he does it on purpose because he knows it gets them to sim for him. It sounds safe to say for it for me. Are y'all comfortable telling me the creator's name? I tend to be out of the loop and I want to make sure I unsubscribe to that. Should I, Katie? I kind of want to, just so people like know, but I also like feel like I shouldn't. Okay, well, it's Silver Grey. Too late. Sorry, Katie. There's a stream delay. But LMAO, never mind. Yeah, there's a delay, Katie, so it was kind of late, but that's who it is. Katie. Katie. Oh my god. I remember one time he went on a roll on Twitter to pretend to be a single dad. He posted random photos of a single dad with a kid. What the fuck? Yes, it is who that is who we are talking about. Just like, oh, well, here we go then. That is who we're talking about. That is who made Cozy cry. First of all, you're romanticizing single parenthood. Yeah. It is him, yes. Again, don't go out of your way to attack the creator. I am simply expressing my opinion on what happened. Sorry guys, sorry y'all, but yeah. About that content creator is that he continues to boost himself and his fans, rather Sims continue to tolerate his shit. It's so fucked. And he doesn't realize that no one else supports him besides him and his Sims. And they just joined recently. Cozy is the one who cried. Yeah. It was a whole situation. How kind of creepy it is to say I love you. I mentioned everyone's Sims for him. Now I feel dumb for not listening to all my friends. I'm not gonna be a Twitter stan type thing and tag him, but like this whole situation is so fucked up. Yeah. I do not support him as a creator. I never expected it to be him. Again, I'm not forcing you guys to not watch him. I'm not forcing you guys to not watch his content. I'm not forcing you to not support him. But it's just this is just the stuff that's happened. I feel like the whole single aunt thing is really wrong one, because that kid wasn't his, so it's weird to vice versa. And the fact that single parenting, yeah. Bring this to my attention, I'm heading to it. Guys, what Nady says is his opinion, what I say is mine. We're not giving our opinions and stating first, and it's your decision if you support it more. Yeah. His channel should get demonetized. He said it was a joke because he's a joking person. Yeah. It's like, hey guys, it's just a joke. It's just a joke, guys. You know, I know I made him cry, and I know that, made him very emotional, and I know that it was very fucked up for me to do. But it's just a joke, guys. It's okay. Like, fuck off. Just as it's your decision to support Nady or not normalize. Yeah, it's like, it's your choice to support him or not. I'm not gonna be mad at you for supporting him. But just laying this stuff out there. I felt nice once I got it off my chest, so I really had no rights to make jokes about another creator's channel and had no rights to laugh about him crying. It's so fucked. Remember he got offended when a VA said he was annoying in a joking manner, now he says he's a jokey guy. Yeah. With that kind of context, I could literally say that this whole stream was just a funny old joke. Therefore, it's okay. Like, what? People who make someone hurt and then go, it's a joke, or some of the words. Yep. I just checked, and the only ASMR I'm sub to was a warm coffee mug, and now you. I didn't realize I wasn't sub to, so oh, it's okay. If you come to my streams often, you know that I'm a joking person, he said. It's so dumb. It's so, You now have the secret of the power. Please don't start a dumpster fire. Yes, princess, it really is. That is not something we'd lie about. You can go on Twitter and scroll all the way down my tweets and you'll still see it. You'll still see my tweets about him when it happened. But yeah, it's like on Twitter, him and his little friend group are the only ones who are the only VAs who use Twitter for a reason. Because they have a ton of simps and they know they have a ton of simps. They can literally tweet or do whatever the fuck they want because the people will always support them. Well, the Twitter people will always support them. Problem is, Twitter don't realize that they are legitimately just the loudest people, but that no one really agrees with them. Turned off from me, damn, he's that type of guy. Damn, I'm considering on subscribing to him, but never mind. And he's even more confident about it, yeah. Oh my god, guys, I'm so petty and so quirky. Oh my god, guys, I'm such a quirky little guy. Fuck off. Piece of shit. That's what you are. It's like, that's a weird way to say piece of shit. Okay. I mean, you do you, I guess, bro. I wouldn't doubt. Like, I'm honestly, I wouldn't even doubt if one of his supporters is just watching the stream. And if they are, sup, bro? Hello, Lil Russell. Hello, Russell. God, looking back at everything he has said, he really isn't good. He isn't. It's fucking insane. OMG, please screening me, Sims. I always dream on being big and being in a drama. Damn, someone just keep the fuck of Nick Ninja fudging thing. I bet they are. I'm back. I grabbed my headphones because my parents, for some reason, thought I was on call with someone, and I'm so confused. I never listened to any of his ASMRs, but I have seen his face on TikTok, and based on how they were acting and stuff, I always felt like there was something off about. Yeah. 15 minutes of fame, here I come. I am sub to him, but wow, I'm considering to unsub him right now. Yes, princess. Hello, Lyric VA. Yes, princess, he is. Trust me with those people, it's not just 15 minutes. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, I'm gonna be famous in that community for at least a week. For at least a month. It's gonna feel like an eternity and a half. Made crazy, another video. How are you today? I'm good. How about you? I'm gonna be on the news. The fact that he doesn't want drama but then continues to do... It's the fact that... It's not that he doesn't want drama, it's that he doesn't want to admit that he's done wrong. Like, let's be honest, that it's not that he doesn't want drama, it's that he doesn't want to admit that he's done wrong, and he doesn't want to admit that his fan base and him are wrong. Jacada with that? I'm not sure, but never know. I remember seeing one of his stands account, and let me tell you, it was literally full of tweets of notice about him. After I saw that, I understood what all of it. Yeah, it's just very self-centered. Also did that. I would never listen to them again ever, even the other friends. Let's not assume. Yeah, I'm not saying. I don't know if he's the same. I don't know if any of his friends are the same. But that's just. He is not the best person. I would ever forget when he said something about me in one of his streams that was so rude. I can't even remember, but I remember leaving stream moments after because I couldn't stop crying. Was also called out for suggestive tweets and at least Sajin apologized and admitted that it was wrong. Silver just straight up was like, "No, it's fine. You guys just, who cares?" And he kept on defending himself. His photos seem like they're not him, like it's fake lol. Like, it's so dumb because he's just like, his only excuse for the content he made was, "Oh, well, it's okay because, you know, these big creators do the same thing." Fuck off. No, you are not Ariana Grande. He compared himself to Ariana Grande and Corpse Husband. What? What? You are not that big. The difference is Ariana Grande and Corpse Husband have gotten to the point where they cannot control their fan base anymore. Legitimately cannot control their fan base. They cannot control the fan base. The fact he compared himself to them. Who are you? You are nothing compared to them. I'm sorry. But like, you ain't shit compared to them. Like, you are not shit compared to them. Don't even compare yourself to them. Motherfucker trying to defend himself because he's like, "Oh, well, you know, Ariana Grande does the same." Okay, how many monthly listeners does Ariana Grande have? Okay, how many monthly listeners do you have? Exactly. Like, shut up. Oh my god. The fact that he also said that the reason Kogo got big was because he was doing it. It's so dumb. Has clean songs. Exactly. It's like Edgel's using the dark humor excuse. Yeah. So like, I'm not responsible for any of my tweets. Are you for real now? Yeah, like, 44 million fans and he only has 40k. Exactly. She has like 1,000 times his fan base. Renegade doesn't go on Twitter to deliberately target minors and say, yeah, she doesn't go on Twitter to post photos of herself with her zipper undone, grabbing her bulge with things like, "Kiss from my neck to my pelvis." Difference is Ariana Grande don't do that, okay? So I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down. Cause I don't know who you think you are, but you ain't all that. The fuck? Did he really do that? Yes. He's done a lot of shit. You're making me laugh? Good. I remember when I asked if I should stop sending his shirtless photos, he said, "No, it's fine. It makes me happy seeing you simp." Most of the people talking in a server 14 to... Ew! Ew! How old is he again? He's 21? This motherfucker's 21? Saying, "I want these little 14-year-olds to simp all for me." Okay, weirdo. Like, the fuck? To a fudging high idol, he's not even that famous. That's like me saying, like, guys, you know, I'm basically BTS. Like, no! He literally brags about seeing minus bark for him. I can't believe I'm not. I'm only seeing how this is not okay, and he was fine with it. Good day, so hello Sanji. He's like the one lip bite emoji, but he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Like, bro, fuck off. I'm so glad, like, in the nicest way possible, the M4F community, the creators there, don't, like, just like, you know, the people, I don't know, the M4F community of ASMR, like, it seems all good, but on the Twitter side, I don't like it. The M4M community, M4A community is full of like chill people. The M4F community is where it's like, there's a lot of simps on Twitter especially, and the creators just be kind of crazy. It's not just MFF really, but a majority. Like, in my personal opinion, it's a majority. I mean, it's the Twitter side. I mean, yeah, it's just Twitter in general. But from what I've seen, most of the worst drama came from MFF creators and the fan base. But that's just like what I've seen. It's just a observation I made. I find it hard to believe he's still in college as a psych major, no less, when all the stuff he's doing could easily get him expelled, arrested even. Part of Silver's whole boy band is pretty inclusive. It's just sad to see that most of them were let down. It's always the straights. The amount of people barking for him is haha hilarious. I don't listen to MFF since I'm trans. It makes me feel really stinky, but I just remember before I was out, I would listen to, oh my god, that community just, yeah. Every ASMR community is just crazy, but honestly, it's just Twitter. Male for female, well, mask for feminine and mask for mask, Zach. Like, male for female, male for male, basically. It's like walking into a radioactive, yeah. Just his whole community and him. They're just so, ugh. TikTok is on a roll too. I'm honestly like, please screening me for the straight sled. Just realized sagas that have seemed to be more so distancing themselves from him. Wonder why. Good, they should be. Listen to his audio, his voice is low, like I can't even, you put your earphones, I can still hear my dad's honking like, okay, I need to okay, we don't need to bully. That is not what this is for. It's crazy, but this is out of line, the way he just straight up ignores or like brush off like it's nothing. Yeah. He's so cocky for no reason. He's so self-centered and his fans do not help. Honestly, I wouldn't even doubt if someone was like, it's okay, Bakuya. I wouldn't doubt if they were just like watching this shit in like his Discord right now. He acts like there's annoying boys in primary school who can't grasp the concept of empathy. Yeah. He's cocky because he knows he's not going to get cancelled because of his Sims. Yeah. Well, not on Twitter at least, but in terms of community, most of the community hates him now anyway. So, you know. He may have his fan base, but ooh, don't know if he really has the supporters. Going to Twitter feels like waking up from a heart attack, showering hydraulic acid, and then wearing rancid raccoon skin full of Jesus Christ. You know what, screw it, I hope they see me here. I don't want to be seen as who I am in his service. So many people keep calling me Twitter girl when I literally have my pronouns as they, them. Oh my god, that's fucking, my freaking cat just bit my legs while I was walking to put my headphones on my shelf. Sadness. He's such a... Ugh. You know, if one of them are watching, oh, what up, bro? What's up, home dog? I don't like you. Anyways, can we point out the fact that he's not the only one tweeting SFW shit to that manifest? Yeah, there's a lot of people doing it. It's not very good. We literally have adult minor interactions that go unnoticed. Yeah. They're like the one group that is popular but majority hates them. Yeah, basically. Yeah, but most, like, there's a lot of adult minor interactions that go unnoticed, and I mean, at least, like, if you do call them out on it, hopefully they don't have the same reaction that certain creator had, and doesn't just go, oh, it's okay, or like, I don't care. But yeah, we just need to honestly, people just need to start calling out people who are minors. Well, not minors. They need to start calling out adults who tweet out sexual stuff to minors. And I know that most of his fan base are going to be like, oh, but you make sexual content. Yeah, but I mark my content as sexual. When I make sexual content, I mark it as 16 plus. And etc, etc. And I don't tweet out photos of me shirtless with my zipper undone. Like, a lot of people seem to forget that, yes, it's not your fault if minus SSG and SSW, but it is your fault when you don't mark your content. Yeah. Some already do the same thing. They might be more subtle about it, aka ghosting when they even get called out, but it's still good. Yeah. Damn, you guys not even bother to hide it anymore? No. It's just, yeah. Lots of... So basically Caesar's fan base. I'm unapologetically anti-Silva, or at least anti-Silva because of his straight up yeah, I'm unapologetic. I really don't like him. And anyone who thinks like him, I don't like. Alright, Lex. Why are there so many edits of him? Because his fan base is just Sims. Oh, so like a rival thingy? Wouldn't even say a rival thingy. We just are calling out the fact that he has done a lot of bad stuff. But honestly, people also just need to, in general, start looking out for minors and adults who are tweeting out sexual shit or interacting with their minor fan base in a very weird way, like he did. You know what I mean? People need to just start looking out for that. Like, I used to kind of interact with people in a weird way, like fans on Twitter, and then I realized, like, actually, I can't do that. So I stopped. I don't, like, say anything. Like, I don't even really respond to comments on my posts anymore, and I try not to, like, do anything like that. Because I don't want you know. Uh, but here to just say our opinions, giving them hate is just like stupid. Not yeah. The faking a single dad thing was honestly a huge red flag for me. I have friends who are single parents and it's not easy. I remember at his birthday, all of his friends together to him, and it's a lot. He would always say about creators need to pick not pick favorites, but he would pick favorites. Wow. Emotions can turn people into absolute fools. Sure, they're grateful because most of them fare well, but the circumstances that lead to that isn't irreversible. Yeah. I just realized someone responded to one of my comments. That's how to get any bully to stop. Plus, this is really dangerous to the minors involved because they would think this kind of stuff is okay for them to see at a young age because of what. Yeah. People need to start, like, if there is a person who is tweeting out sexual shit on their account that isn't marked as not safe for work or anything like that, people need to call them out for it and say like, hey, don't tweet out sexual shit, make a separate account if you're gonna do that. You know what I mean? It's just what the community needs to do. That's why I got on the stream, because I was like, people are talking about the content I make, and I want people to like, I want people, you know, to understand my point of view and to understand that I understand that they're concerned, but you know, blah blah blah. At the moment, someone forgot to zip his zipper, and now he's running a cult. Literally. But I'm all ears. But the only way he'd actually give a shit would probably be his own fans realizing, oh, you're a twat. Yeah. But his fans would never realize that. Never realized how he blatantly flirts with his minor in his server, but he makes sure it's all when he is in a VC so people can't report it. It's so weird. Since he seems to care a lot about his clout. What are you guys talking about? Sorry, but I'm lost. Just a certain creator. It's it's just the fact that he knows that his fan base is minors and obviously takes advantage of that. That makes me sick. Because I have been taken advantage of because someone knew I was a minor. And it's like, I can see that he's obviously doing that. Because I've had the same shit happen to me. And it makes me genuinely like pissed. He's an adult, he's smart enough to know. Yeah. He understands what he's doing. He knows that his fan base is full of minors who will sim for him. And I hate that he knows that because he is using it to his advantage. No question, he's using it to his advantage. He seems to think he's the best because of all his minors that interact with him, and saying he likes when minors sim for him is yucky. It's so weird. Like, I feel weird when people sim for me in general. Like, especially if they're like younger than me. I feel, because I have a boyfriend, so obviously I don't want people to sim for me, and I make sure people know that. But it's like, even if I didn't have a boyfriend, I still wouldn't want people to sim for me. Like, I don't want people to sim for me. I want people, like, if people enjoy my content, you know, if they enjoy my content, they enjoy my content. But I don't want people to like proudly say they're sim for me. There's a difference between being successful as a businessman and as a person. Goodbye, Rentaro. Simping is creep, yeah. Especially when it's an adult who is encouraging his minor fan base to simp. Hell no. Hello, Archan. All creators need our support and love, not I want them to simp on me. Yeah, like, you know, you can say you love their videos, you can say, but like the word simp is a word I wouldn't use. If you enjoy someone's content, just say I love your content, but then say you're a stan or a simp. Just say you love their content. The difference is that his community is full of people who say I'm a simp, and he lets it happen. Maybe like, yeah, what's happening? We're talking about a certain creator. When I was 14, I couldn't understand that people significantly younger than me shouldn't like that. So the fact that he doesn't see him that at 20, that's really concerning. What's the measuring? He had automatically withdrawn from me. Take care, Russell. No dislikes, Almea. Really shows how people agree. Yeah, literally. Russell, he's done a lot of shit. He's done a lot of shit that people don't like him for. And he's leaving the ASMR community because he wants to run away from his problems, and he doesn't realize that every single ASMR artist is happy that he's leaving. Which makes it even funnier. Like, he doesn't realize that. Every normal adult will 100% know what's wrong and what's right, and he definitely seems like he does. He just doesn't care. Yeah. He's using it to his advantage. I'm gonna be the first like. It would be first dislike. It would be such an honor. Wow, thanks, Anno. Thanks for the support, Anno. You're such a good mod. But he's like, yeah, he said, I'm not gonna be a VA anymore. And it's like, okay, bye. No one cares. You know what I mean? And it's like, we don't want people like him in the community in general. If you're an adult, you shouldn't allow minors to quote unquote simp or even call themselves simps or stans for you, because that's very weird. Yes, princess. Now thinking back on what he has said to be in this streams, I'm uncomfortable. Like, okay, the fuck they gotta do with me? I just found his account on MIT a couple days ago before I thought he was a good guy, and now I'm conflicted. I'm not gonna be anymore for a few weeks later. Post an audio. He just says he doesn't call himself an ASMR artist. I don't know. ASMR community had this much drama. It's not even this much drama. It's just Twitter. Twitter is all that shit. He's a VA. He's an ASMR artist. Well, if the word has community in it, it's found out drama. Yeah. I actually liked his videos. Now I feel so uncomfortable. Ill. All this drama made me hungry. Yeah, I'm tired. I have to drive for 8 hours tomorrow. Should I leave this video out public or should I unlist it? Your music is busting. Thank you. What a coincidence he's leaving now, not at any other time. Yep. What a coincidence. I mean, if the simp limit goes all out, they're gonna go like yonder and hurt others. Exactly. It's public so people know. Alright. I'll keep it public. Will be the talk of Silver Skull. If you don't want to add more fuel to the fire, then I'd say leave it on. I'll just leave it public. I think it's nice that you talk to your fans about important stuff. That's really mature. Thank you. Thank you. Clear mind now. You can let out your mind here. I'll clean the comment section happily. Guys, don't tell it. But it's like, yeah. and I know that if his community sees this, that they're gonna be like, oh, well, you make not safe for work content for your minor fan base too. It's gonna be dumb shit like that. They're gonna be like, you make weird content too, blah blah blah. Bitch, the difference is, I mark my content as 16 plus. The difference is that I don't post myself on Twitter with my zipper undone, etc, etc. Like, you can use that excuse all you want, but it ain't gonna work because it just won't, bitch. It won't. Someone said that, I replied to them. Like he will care. Yeah. Oh, goodbye, Dakota. We are the reasonable side of the party. Like, oh no, his Sims don't like me. What am I gonna do? Bitch, I don't care. Fuck out of here. It's really good to talk about these things because it's really important for us to know how much about this shit so people don't get fault to her. Yeah. Like, it's not like you can stop every single miner in the world from accessing this unnecessary content. The problem with him is that he actively encourages fans to access it. Yeah. And he actively lets them watch it. He actively, like, you know. You know? Like, we understand that you cannot stop miners from going into an NSFW space, but at least mark your content as NSFW, bro. The fuck are you doing? Like, I mark my content as 16 plus when it's lewd because I don't want people 16 plus watching that lewd stuff. But he doesn't do any of that. They won't know because what they're doing because of their stupid sin. You make the same content, there's no difference. He's just doing what he likes. They will go off on the defending server. Yeah. He's just doing what he likes. Oh yeah. Letting minors sim for an adult. Oh yeah, it's just what I like. That's kind of weird to say, but go off, I guess. Plus his sims are probably scared to see spiders and things. What's the Sims gonna do anyway? Make Twitter posts? Yeah, like what? Like, I don't use Twitter, bitch. I don't care. I can't see it. Bye. Which is ironic because they are snakes and spiders. Yep. This isn't even legal. He's an adult and has. Yeah. I think the Sims are crazy over someone who don't even care for them. It's fucking fame. Like, Sims know your worth. Honestly, can't grasp how he's okay with this. It's so off-putting and uncomfortable for me to even think about minus openly simming for him, let alone actually doing it. Yeah. Let alone him fucking encouraging it. No, it's definitely legal in Nigeria or somewhere. It's the fact that he encourages it and his only excuse for people doing it is, well, you know, Ariana Grande says sexual stuff in her songs. Okay, but she doesn't tweet herself out with her zipper undone. She doesn't tweet herself out showing off her abs, grabbing her crotch, saying, hey everyone, simp for me, I'll kiss you on your neck. Like, fuck off. Adults in general who do that and let minors simp for them is weird. If you're an adult, don't let minors simp for you. Especially if your only excuse for it is, oh well, this person lets it happen. is not even at his level. Exactly. Ariana Grande is like how much bigger than him? The fuck? Don't know who he thinks he is, but he thinks he's a lot more than what he actually is, and it's kind of crazy. Like, he's allowed to post that, but when he is actively allowing his minor fans to see it, then it becomes, yeah, and when he's actively encouraging them to see it, when he's actively allowing them to make edits of it, it's weird. Like, he's allowed to post that content, but make an NSFW account for it. He's gonna make an excuse like every big person does that. He's the one tweeting weird stuff that has no meaning to it, knowing minors will see. Yeah. What he did was wrong, but people are blind and literally defending the wrong person is not gonna change anything. Yes, I'm talking about you, Twitter community. Cussing is a bad manner in my household. His argument is basically equivalent of putting responsibility on Rockstar because 10-year-olds play the game. Yeah. The bloke knows his fan base ranges. He just does not care. He's just, yeah. Just because other people are doing those things doesn't mean he needs to do it too. Like, dude, you have your own fan base, focus on them and be good. Yeah. It's like, call them out on the weird shit they do. Dead serious, dreamt of McDonald's last night, so I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I want McDonald's. People encouraging minors, especially people who might be like 8 or something, watch 18 plus content is horrible, and plus showing his penis to people is just gross, honestly. I don't think he did that, but I know that he had his zipper undone, but like, you couldn't see anything, but you could see his underwear or some shit. I don't know. I don't think he showed his penis to them, but he did have a photo with his zipper down. And it's like, you couldn't see anything, but still the fact that the zipper was down and he was like, it's just weird. Because like, you're tweeting that out on your Safe for Work account when your fan base literally cancelled someone a week prior for tweeting that. For tweeting NSFW shit on the Safe for Work account. It's like, so now you're gonna allow it? What? Well, just similar things to that is still kind of gross, yeah. He's 21 and has kids watching him. He posts NSFW without thinking it's cool and will earn views, yeah. I think he did delete it. But someone got a screenshot of it. How he can't zipper. He posted NSFW, I think it's cool. Yeah, like, and I know that his fans are gonna be like, well, you native VA, you only post NSFW stuff for views too. No. I do it as a coping mechanism. Silver has openly admitted to doing it only for teasing. Fuck out of here. He deletes all, yeah, he deletes all of them, so no one has any proof. Motherfucker's wildin'. It's like, I make suggestive content, not for views, as a coping mechanism. Silver Grey openly admits that they keep on saying that it's for fan service. Yeah, it's like, what? I don't do my shit for fan service. I do it for a coping mechanism. But I know that his fan base are gonna all like jump on my ass. But fuck out of here. 21 can't even use his brain properly. No, you post stuff like this too. Silver is honest and said she does this for fun. Yeah, it's like, and I'm being honest. I use it as a coping mechanism for me being hypersexual at a young age and being groomed. Like, okay. And it's like, but you know, he's gonna be like, he says he only does it for fan service. It's like, so don't do it. Another done taking responsibility for the actions. Yep. Stop defending a boy you can't zipper. Goodbye, Achan. He's an interesting bloke. That's all I can say. And his fanbase are interesting blokes too. Also, his Ariana Grande argument is literally an appeal to common practice. Yeah, I bet some of his fans are hearing this will be against him. At least the ones who are dumb 10-year-olds. Yeah, gotta go now. I'm tired. Goodbye, Anna. They do it too, so it must be fine if I do. Yeah, that's like Ted Bundy killed people, so can I do it? I miss my boyfriend. This man is 21. Yep. 21 years old. A whole ass adult letting 14-year-old and 15-year-olds just sim for him. Call him Nate. I can't. Wah. Wah. Sorry. But I just wanted you guys, well, I've said all I wanted to say. I originally was just gonna come on the stream to let you guys know, like, the reason I make certain content, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you guys have seen that now, and I've told you guys that now, at the very start of the stream. And yeah. Didn't mean to go into a whole rant about, it's 12 a.m, nearly 1 a.m, so I'm not gonna sleep yet. I have a big drive tomorrow. But yeah, I've said what I wanted to say. I've talked about what I wanted to say. I might end the stream. Thank you guys for coming. Hope you guys have a good night, or day, or evening, or lunch, or whatever. And yeah, I have said all I wanted to say. I've said why I make the content I make. I just want to make sure people knew that. I've, you know, done all that stuff. Ending the stream, or I am ending the stream. I'm very tired. Goodbye, everyone. Sorry, I just turned into Michael Jackson for a second. Didn't mean to do that. Goodbye.